Oh, the truth shall set you free. Say the truth shall set you free. And say the truth shall set you free. Shall set you free. Shall set you free.
Hello, all of you, and welcome to my page, where the truth shall set you free. Now, for what I'm about to say, I want all of you to listen very closely to everything that I tell you, for it is the truth and the entire truth as I know it. But also, I would like to say that if you listen very closely into these recordings, you'll hear a lot of lip smacking and faint voices in the background. This is not me or anybody else, but you know what it is. Now, I'll start by saying that you can do whatever you want to do in this world. You can be whoever you want to be. But if you are someone that is of good nature and you are aspired to be someone of influence or power and status, money and wealth, and you are living a life of sin without any belief systems in a higher power or authority, I must tell you that you are compromised. Let me say it again now. If you are someone that is of good nature, and you are aspiring to be someone of influence, of power, of money, status, and you have no belief system in a God, then you are truly compromised. You see, me, I learned the hard way. See, my childhood was very rough. I was molested and abused as a child. I was abandoned by a father. You see, I've always had faith in God. I've always believed in God. And I've always questioned why things were so difficult for me and why they still are so difficult for me. And I've arrived at an answer, and it's because that I'm not of this world. You know, I'm not someone that's caught up in the things of this world. My thinking isn't wrapped around the things of this world. But let's get back to things though. As I was saying, if you're someone that is aspiring for a higher position in life within society, and you have no belief system, you don't believe in God, you don't believe in Jesus Christ, I'm sad to say you are setting yourself up to be a pawn of Satan. You see, when I was 8, I was molested by a friend of mine, and he made me do sexual things with him. Now understand that when you are 8, you don't entirely realize that everything you're doing is wrong or right. See, I didn't know that what I was doing was homosexual, that it was a sin and a breach of God's commandments in a way that I understand today. I remember nightmares. I remember waking up in cold sweats. And I also remember my legs being completely paralyzed. You see, in the medical field, whenever you have sleep paralysis, that's what they call it. Whenever you wake up in the middle of the night, you can't move your legs, they'll explain it as it being a case of a pinched nerve. That's why you woke up in the middle of the night and were not able to move your legs. But I'll tell you what sleep paralysis is. See, whenever you're asleep in the middle of the night and you wake up from a nightmare in cold sweats and you can't move your body, that's not a pinched nerve, ladies and gentlemen. A demonic attack. Now, you may not believe in demonic spirits, but trust me, they exist. And they are all around us at every given moment. And they're waiting for their opportunity to invade us, to attack us, to bring ruin to our lives and our peace of mind. You see, God punished me for what I had done or allowed to be done to me. But I'll carry on. When I was 23 and living with roommates, I was experimenting with salvia, which is a potent plant extract. And you put a little bit of it inside of a bong or a bowl. You light it, you inhale it, It made me black out for a couple minutes. It's a very strong extract. And during the time I was out, I had hallucinations. But I also had something a little bit more extreme, traumatic than hallucinations. So when I was coming back to reality from the dose of salvia that I had taken, all I could feel were hands grabbing me. Hands that I could not see, but they were all around me. There were numerous, many dozens of hands grabbing and pulling at me, as if they were trying to drag me underground. And even when I had gotten up, springed up to my feet and began sprinting away from the couch that I had been sitting on, I could still feel them pulling at my legs, tugging at them. Now at the moment I explained it away. It must have been caused by the salvia. Right. Now let me carry on once more. When I was 27, I had sex for the first time. You see, I have been saving myself for marriage and, the right person to come along in my life. But I was having an experience where I just was receiving disappointment after disappointment. And finally I got my heart broken, and I just felt, for quite some time, I felt quite bitter. And all the things I was feeling made me just want to go on and have sex. It was meaningless. And to be honest with you, 3 minutes in, I was quite bored and didn't realize why I was there. But I did it. And what followed was not good, ladies and gentlemen. Weeks later, I hear voices. Not only inside my head, but I started to hear voices emanating from the people around me. I started to feel like I was being followed by things I could not see. I started experiencing headaches that I had never felt before, you see. And now I realized that, well, they've been trying to invade me since I was a child. They've been waiting for their opportunity, and I gave them one. I sinned, you see. But I not only sinned, I committed the worst type of sin there is, which is a willful sin, you see. I not only sinned, but I sinned knowing so. I went into the situation knowing beforehand that what I was about to do was a sin. And that's the worst sin there is. But for 3 years, things got really, really bad for me. And so much so that I really just won't go into great detail about it. You see, I'm someone that aspires to be a leader in life, someone of influence, a mentor, a leader. And because of my talents, I became a target because I've sinned willfully. But God has revealed many things to me about their world and how they operate and what is really going on. And what you don't understand is that many of the movies you watch give you insight into how things really are. Movies like The Matrix, like Fallen, movies like The Adjustment Bureau. These movies aren't just movies for entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. These movies are actual depictions of the way the spiritual realm works and the unseen world that we all just stroll through each and every day and are unaware of. You see, I've learned what racism really is. I now understand why our societies, our communities are the way they are. I know about the secret societies, symbolism, their occultism. If you allow me, I'll share it all with you so that you can be safe, so that you can be informed and educated in what you need to do. But you need Jesus in your life. You need to accept him in your life today, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. I look on the news and tomorrow is not guaranteed. So if you would be so kind to join me in video 2, divulge all that you need to know so that you will know the truth, the whole truth. So I'll see you soon.